Hi, so today it is the following day. I had the assessment today for an airline and I have now checked into another hotel here next to London Heathrow. And this is where I'm gonna stay until tomorrow, and then probably tomorrow I'm gonna take a flight and go back to Sweden. I thought that I would do a little room tour here. So, first and foremost, these carrots from Tesco. Tesco carrots, they were so good. Like, I've been snacking on these now. I just had some chickpeas and spinach and these carrots, and they are so crispy. I haven't tasted this type of crispy carrots forever, you know, because we don't have them in Sweden. So actually this hotel was even nicer. Like, the room itself was actually nicer than the other one I had before, because I really like this wall. I mean, it's not something I would have in if I had a, you know, if I needed to do like some wall painting, but it's definitely nice. And I don't know how big this room is. It has like one big double bed and then it has one more bed. So anyway, I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea because they have big tea mugs as well, and they have a water boiler here. So I was on the assessment today. Why is this one not working? I was on assessment today for an airline, and I did pass to the sort of final, the assessment before the interviews, and so they do go over a couple of, you know, different assessments. Oh my god, why is this one not working? I didn't, oh okay, I need to plug this one into a wall. So, but I didn't make it to the interviews. So I'm ugly. That's like, I think that's what they are assessing here, you know. That's how they're doing it, you know, because I don't see any other reason honestly why I wouldn't pass, because at the end of the assessments it's only the people, females, who look like models, and some guys who are like, you know, looking really as if they really some business manager who is sort of proceeding. So I think that must be the case. Anyway, I think I'm gonna give up applying for airlines, because I just feel like there's no point in doing it for my part. So anyway, now I'm just gonna boil a cup of tea, and also since I just checked in here, I was basically I had the day for this cabin crew thing, and then I got up like at 5, and then I obviously checked out from my hotel, the other one where I was staying, and then I left my bags, because this is one good thing: you can actually leave the bag in most hotels that are 4-star if you want to keep them there over the day, even when you have checked out. And then once I got reacted, or what is it called, like outforced, or like when I was basically reacted on this cabin crew day, I made a booking for this hotel room. This one was actually the most inexpensive among the options, and I must say that it's quite nice for being the lowest rated price that I could find. And then I walked and grabbed my stuff from the other hotel, and then I walked here, checked in, and then I ate my my lunch box. So I have had my chickpeas and some spinach and some bread that I had with me from Sweden. Not the chickpeas, but the bread. And now I'm just making a cup of tea. I'm gonna have some dark chocolate. So yeah, tomorrow I'm intending to probably book a flight. I'm probably gonna book a flight today, so I will be going back to Sweden tomorrow at noon, and I will be back in Sweden late in the evening, because I will be in, if I go tomorrow I will be in Copenhagen in the evening, and then I have to go from Copenhagen over to Sweden, and I hope, really hope, that there is trains and everything going from going between those destinations, you know. So that's what I'm intending to do, but I might going to maybe fly back to Göteborg unless there is, if there is any problem with the flights. So it's now, I actually took, this is one thing I really would recommend if you go on these cabin crew assessment days for a Middle Eastern airline, is that talk with the other girls there, because they are very nice, most of the people who are actually applying for these type of cabin crew jobs. So I actually took a number from some girl there. There was some other girls, they were using Instagram, and obviously Insta is like a big thing, so they were trying to sort of, you know, change the details so you can, you know, follow each other on Instagram, but I didn't give my Instagram account actually. I didn't. So maybe that was bad, because they were really sweet and they were living here in London. But one girl who was also living here in London, I took her number. And there was one girl, she had studied law, and she was applying for a cabin crew, you know. Anyway, so you can see it's quite attractive actually to work for these Middle Eastern airlines. Now, how I think I will do now, since I didn't pass this one, I don't think I'm gonna apply again. I guess it's my face, it's like ugly, this, so I'm not gonna apply again. That's just accept it, you know. There was one girl, she had done plastic surgery of her nose, and she also had done fillers of her lips, so she was, you could see that she had made something with her nose in the face, but she looked good for her done a plastic surgery, and she said that she actually did it because she wanted to work as a cabin crew, and she thought that if she does it, she's going to increase her likeliness. And I don't say that that is a bad thing, because I would totally do it as well. It's just, it's very expensive, you know, so you have to counteract the benefits from the inputs, you know. Anyway, now my plan, as I said, is that I'm gonna look on some flights, drink my tea, and eat a little bit of dark chocolate, and just, you know, I must say that I had such a good time. Like, the recruiters and everyone was so sweet, they were super nice people. So I definitely say would, you know, it was really fun. But I think I'm gonna put on workout clothes, because I haven't been working out today. So I think I'm gonna put on workout clothes, and then I'm gonna go out here. They do have a gym inside of this hotel, so I think I'm gonna go to the gym as well at this hotel. But I think I'm gonna walk all the way to Tesco, and because there's a Tesco, I think around 2.5 kilometers away, so it's not far at all. And for anyone who's living in a city and think 2.5 kilometers is far, if you are in Sweden, and by the way, I haven't spoken so much about my experience in Sweden now when I've been around in Sweden for a bit, but I'm not gonna do it now either. But there is a lot of situations that you potentially face in Sweden, so I just want to, I feel sorry, because there was, I'm not gonna mention her name, but there was someone, I don't know her reasons either, but you know, there are some people, they go to Sweden and have a bad experience, and I, to some extent, I can understand it, because there is problem, there is a lot of things you can face. It's not like, yeah, it's just, I had very strange situation. Maybe I should make a storytelling about it or something, but I was almost kidnapped in Sweden here for a 2 days ago actually. So, you know, obviously this is not it's not a case or anything, it was just someone who were offering to kidnap me on a random street. But this or random street, it was like a little bit in a on a bicycle walk, you know. So you have to be careful if you go to Sweden. I wouldn't say that it's safe to the limits where you just can do anything and it's safe. No, you have to think about what you do, especially if you're a female. So I'm just gonna drop it, but yeah, I'm going to Sweden tomorrow, as I said, and I will see how long I will be there. I'm gonna go next up for my travel and my other activities is going to be to Greece, where I'm going to be hiking around there, and then after Greece I will be going to Jordan, and then hopefully I will be going to UAE, to Dubai, in November or end of October, because I have no other reason to stay in Sweden except my studies, and the studies are just like, you know, I can do them from anywhere. So yeah, so what else? So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Tesco here. 2.5 kilometers, as I said, it is not even a distance. You know, in Sweden I must walk like 10 kilometers a day at least to get just around. But here 2.5 kilometers to the Tesco, and then I might gonna go to Starbucks. Okay, I will say Starbucks. I'm not a person who buying a lot of stuff from Starbucks just because I don't want to. I would prefer to support local businesses, but Starbucks have nowadays these vegan options, you know. Yesterday, after walking around for like 2 hours looking for a supermarket around here, Heathrow, I found Starbucks instead, and I went in there and I got this, it was like a mango iced drink, and also one vegan chocolate cake. It wasn't the best chocolate cake because it was just like a sweet, didn't have so much taste, and it wasn't anything special, and it was not healthy. I mean, doesn't have any nutrients in it except that it's just a bunch of sugar, but it was really nice, the fact that it is vegan. So if you want to try a chocolate cake, you can definitely check out it at Starbucks. So I was thinking about going to Tesco and also maybe getting another soup because I actually had soup to breakfast this morning and yesterday for dinner, and I got like this soup that was kind of quite freshly made, I would say, from Tesco, and it was really good, you know. So excuse me. So I think I'm gonna buy one more of those. Maybe try different soup altogether, but something that is vegan. And then maybe I will buy something else from there. Just some. I have apples, but I might. I'm just trying to think if I need to get more apples because I will eat. Maybe I will buy some bread because bread is quite practical if you're on a flight, and I have probably a long flight tomorrow. And then I maybe will get something else, something, you know, like yeah, I need to get bread because I need some carbs for my breakfast. So anyway, I'm gonna go there and buy something else to eat, and then I'm just going to take it a little bit easy, probably look at my studies for a bit because I haven't studied now, and obviously my autumn term starts on Monday, so I still have a couple more days like that I'm not having. I'm like in between the summer and the autumn with the university, and obviously I have this assessment here. I was intending of go to some other parts here around, like to the Windsor area, so I might gonna try and look and see if I can find it on Google Maps, a little bit more information about if there's any, you know, if there's, for example, a Tesco in that direction instead of taking the other way, and yeah, so we will see. But something like that. So I know this video is kind of useless. I'm just updating what I'm doing. I need to find a tea bag. I think I have one in. I'm just trying to look at my luggage. I think I have one in here somewhere. So actually this hotel, by the way, I can see it has quite a good menu, you know. for being a hotel in general. It has even some vegan options here, I can see. Or it has one vegan option. No, sorry, it is I think okay, maybe not. I think it has something with that is fully vegan, but as I said, I'm kind of a vegan. You know, I mean, I've been vegan now, by the way. I've been vegan for like, I think it's 7 years almost. Not 7 years, it's 5 years. I think I've been vegan, almost like fully vegan. You know, maybe I have had something that I haven't been aware of that has been having some cow's milk or some, you know, a small amount of something like that. So this is a tea bag that I'm gonna have. It is from Alokosai Moroccan tea. This one I have gotten in Dubai. In it must have been in February because that's the last time I've been to Dubai. And I really would have liked to be in Dubai by now. Anyway, I hope I will be going there end of October and be there for some time. And if I find something else to do there, I would stay. Absolutely stay there because I do love it so much. Or even Abu Dhabi is like my second place where I would like to stay. But I don't think I'm gonna apply more times to cabin crew thing because I just feel like if they don't selecting me now, like when would they select me, you know? It's apparently they would never accept me, you know? That's what I feel. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna go for it. And I'm not strong enough to do the lift that is required for the pilot. So yeah, so I probably unfortunately have to drop the aviation industry because I don't know how else I would do. There was some people, obviously they're working for like other airlines, but I'm not interested in work for other airlines than the Middle Eastern airlines. And also, what else? Yeah, so yeah, that's it. I think I mean now for this autumn I have my studies. I'm still having the master, and I have the, you know, my thesis for this other bachelor degree. So I'm just going to complete those and do some travel in between. And because partly I need to do that either way, and spend time in the Middle East, so because that's where I enjoy my time. So so yeah, hopefully everything will go well with that. But tomorrow I'm gonna try find a flight, so I will be out of London around 12, and then maybe I have to travel through Brussels again. And that was not a good airport to travel through, honestly. It was very messy. And then from Brussels to either Göteborg or Copenhagen, and then back to south of Sweden for a couple of more weeks. And I just hope I will stand being south of Sweden a couple of more weeks because I'm so fucking sick of it. I wish I would have been going now to, you know, that I knew that I would have had the chance to go and work in Abu Dhabi or somewhere in the Middle East. But currently, no, I didn't get the cabin crew, you know. So I don't know what to say else, you know. I'm just sharing this because I feel like maybe someone else who is thinking about applying for cabin crew, they might be like, oh, okay, can I make it? Can I not make it? So if you go with a face like this, you know, I don't know, you know, this is the face I have, you're not going to pass it, you know. Obviously it's only one person in the world who have my face, and also I don't know if they, you know, like, let's say like body size and stuff, I don't know, probably they're also looking at that. There was one girl, she didn't pass the reach test, and obviously she was like not selected on the spot, but yeah, I think what you need to have is like to have, I would say, like if you're gonna work as cabin crew, you need to have super tiny nose, and you need to preferably be skinny. That's just the truth here, you know. And you probably will pass it as well if you're speaking more languages than English and your home country, unless you are from a country that speak like where people speak a language that is like, well, what am I trying to say? Like if people speak a language that is spoken by more than like 10 million people, you know. So such as Spanish or Chinese or Arabic or Russian language. If not only English but any of those languages would be really good if you're gonna apply for cabin crew, and ensure that your face is super nice, pretty. I mean, now I'm making irony about this because obviously you can't have you need to have super tiny nose if you can apply for it. So I'm just gonna give that to you, and enjoy this cup of tea and have finish off this carrot, which is really good, from Tesco, and then I'm gonna have some dark chocolate, and then I'm gonna venture out here around Heathrow and do some errands and try and see something more of part of UK.